Watching frame by frame, and one moment is certainly raising eyebrows. The footage cuts and the timestamp jumps a whole minute as questions of the so-called missing minutes spiral into full-blown conspiracy theories, and new reporting shows even more footage may be missing. So this headline from Wired reads, the FBI's Jeffrey Epstein prison video had nearly 3 minutes cut out. According to Wired, newly uncovered metadata reveals a 2-minute and 53-second chunk was removed from what the federal government called raw footage. So joining me live now is Dhruv Mehrotra, an investigative data reporter for Wired, and the author of that piece. Dhruv, thanks for being here. First things first, how did you figure out about this missing chunk, and how was that video then edited?
Yeah, so on Monday, the DOJ and FBI released what it called raw surveillance footage from an area adjacent to the special housing unit where Jeffrey Epstein was found dead. And soon after they released the data, we downloaded the files that the DOJ released and looked into sort of the hidden information that's embedded in most digital files that can show you a bit about how and when something was created, edited, or saved. It's kind of like a video's digital paper trail. And in this case, the metadata showed the footage had been edited using Adobe Premiere Pro, which is a professional editing tool. And it was saved several times and stitched together from 2 separate clips.
All right, so you take that information, you see that. How does this help then piece together what happened in this case? So what are the new takeaways?
Yeah, so the main findings from the piece and the analysis are basically that the quote unquote raw video was actually stitched together from 2 separate clips and exported multiple times over more than 3 hours on a single day in May. When we looked at the metadata from the source clips, we found that 2 minutes and 53 seconds were removed from one of the original files that they used. And that cut happens actually right before the now infamous missing minute, which is like a gap in footage that occurred from 11:59 p.m. on August 9th to midnight the following morning. And, this doesn't just really undercut the claim that the DOJ has made that this video is raw and unedited, but it also potentially contradicts the DOJ's explanation that the missing minute was due to a routine system reset. Because, based on the original file that we're looking at, there appears to be footage that could cover the time frame in question.
So you're saying it's not raw, it's been edited?
Yes, it's very clearly been processed by